Okay. Okay, hi everyone. My name's Erin. This is my co-host Trevor, and welcome to
The Queerest Podcast,
where we talk all things queer.
But we don't really talk about anything at all.
Trevor, what is in your mug today?
Today in my mug, I made French fries, people. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I carried them around in my mug so that I can eat them everywhere. So
but right now you don't. So you just lied to our viewers. I ran out, No, yeah, he definitely did make French fries, and he definitely put them in a mug.
But anyways, what's in your mug?
So right now I'm feeling a little ill.
Yeah,
so,
under the weather.
A little under the weather. So I have tea because it's helping my throat feel a little better.
Get better, girl.
Yeah. So today we are doing something super special.
Something that's been a long time coming.
Yeah, honestly.
I know you've all been waiting for the
like we said before, we have not been doing the podcast as often as we want to because we wanted to film all of them and that just wasn't working with our schedules. Mm-hmm. So we just, like we said in the last podcast, we just decided to start recording and not doing the video recording because it's just too much time and effort. And if we want to put these out at a consistent rate, it just makes more sense for us to do it this way. But eventually we do want to start filming if either of us get any time.
Yeah. More regularly and also, But yeah. For now.
We're just going to do this and we hope that you guys still listen. You guys still check us out.
Yeah.
Because,
our messages will forever be on the interwebs for you.
Yeah, we like to be in your little ear, you know.
I like to put some positive, uplifting messages, you know.
Right. So today... Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, no, go ahead. Today...
No, I noticed in the last podcast, I talk a lot. I just talk and talk and talk.
I mean, I think we talk a relative amount. I like listening, too.
Oh, at least there's that.
No,
Hopefully everyone else feels the same.
I'll try to talk more.
Okay. I think it's just, like, I get so excited. Like, you'll say something, and I'll be like, yeah! And then, like, I cut you off. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you want to explain it, too.
I'm just so excited about things that you say.
Yeah. I'm internally excited.
Okay,
I just don't vocalize it. So, getting started today, it's a little bit of a get to know us based on the questions you guys answered or asked us a couple months ago.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't remember how long ago.
Yeah, so we've compiled a list of all the questions and we're going to answer them. Yeah. And we didn't say who asked these questions, but I will let you know that my friend Savannah asked the majority of these questions and I think she wanted to make that known. So thank you, Savannah, for giving us content.
For really good content.
So the first question is, you are a bitch.
Wow. I wonder who submitted that.
I'm going to pause real quick because I need to let these cats out because they're just going to cause a ruckus.
These kittens are always causing a ruckus. Sometimes they want in, sometimes they want out. Sometimes they hide in the closet and then we never know like where they are. And we're like, Hunty, the closet is not for nobody.
No, we just found Ember in there and he was stuck in there for we don't even know how long.
Klein. And I was like, oh.
Okay, so yeah, the first question is, you're a bitch. How do you feel about that?
I mean, mood,
honestly. Okay. Yeah. Next question is, are you guys dating? Yes, we are dating. We've been dating for about 5 years now.
About 5 years. We love each other very much.
We do, yeah.
Unconditionally, always and forever.
Always and forever. And I'm actually pregnant with our third child.
Yeah.
And
his name's we're not gonna tell a name yet.
Yeah, because first of all, we don't want to put a gender on them, and at the same time, we don't want to have any expectations for him. I just thought, oh my gosh, oh my god. Okay, so it's a boy.
Okay, so anyways, it's a boy. Now
we need to stop messing around. No, we are not dating. I totally would if I was gay, but
yeah, if I was straight. Wait.
Okay, like if we were both straight, we would date each other.
Whoever knows.
Yeah.
Whatever way. Sexuality is a spectrum.
It means nothing. Okay. Next question is, what is the best advice you've ever heard?
The best advice that I've ever heard...
Or like the best advice that's ever been given to you.
The one that's ever been given to me. Can I it's been given to myself by me.
Oh, good.
I think.
Go for it, yeah.
I don't know. I would just say I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? What about, like, advice for... Okay, here's advice. Not the best advice, because I can't really think of that right now, but really good advice that I've had that's changed my world. It was from Trevor, and his advice was that being sustainable is about... isn't about being perfect. It's about being better. So, like, instead of getting upset with myself or, like, being upset that I haven't, you know... Gabby! What? We can hear you. Okay. Sorry.
Roommates, jeez.
Oh my gosh, no.
They were roommates.
Oh my god. That went
You're so
inside
sweet. Thank you. I
Yeah.
think, honestly, living with you for the past however long it's been has really influenced me too. And you,
Really?
I think we both gave each other really good advice. I would say that I've learned maybe like just over time, and like this is advice that you've given me like through actions and just like watching you, that like not to be so stressed all the time and just like just take life for what it is, and
Yeah. Well, I'm just a
it'll
very
work out.
like go with the flow person,
Yeah.
and you take everything internally. So I learned from you in a lot of ways, and you learn from me, because I don't take anything, like, I just don't think about things.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's really important to do that. Like, sometimes that's a really good thing to do. So I'm learning to, like, kind of do that more. And I think you're also learning from me that you don't have to necessarily think about everything so intensely, or, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Or, like, you don't have to, like, internalize everything. That sometimes it's okay to go with the flow. So, yeah, I think we're definitely yin and yang, where we, like, we learn from each other in that aspect. So, basically, we have no good advice. Just kidding. One of them is, do you like cheese? And if so, what is your favorite cheese?
Well, here's the story.
Here's a story all about how
I was younger. I used to eat cheese all the time. Shredded cheese. Any kind of cheese.
Right.
Just take a little slice here and there.
Right. Take a little nom, eat it here and there.
I just feel like I don't really like cheese anymore.
That was really high. I just feel like I don't really like cheese anymore. No, I feel the same way. I don't like cheese either. Fuck cheese. Fuck cheese and the milk industry.
The dairy industry sucks.
But if you eat cheese, we're not gonna.
But also, yeah, if you eat cheese,
whatever.
everyone's on a
Yeah, I
their
still
own
eat cheese
journey.
sometimes.
Like I also, like I eat cheese sometimes. Not to say that I don't eat it sometimes. Also, so yeah, my favorite kind of cheese I would say is plant-based cheese.
Plant-based cheese. That's
Plant-based
lit.
cheese. Also, I tried this one cheese from Annie's Pizzeria. Yeah. It's like a vegan pizzeria on the South Hill.
Yeah, that's the one I
Spokane.
almost like.
We should go try. But
I almost got hired there.
you did.
Yeah, but
That's
I got
amazing.
a job before I was able to go to the interview. But yeah.
Yeah, it was this cashew herbal blend, garlic Italian blend that was like a, what's the word? I don't know. It's like a
spreadable cheese.
Yeah, spreadable cream cheese like substitute. So it was really good. I would recommend it.
If I had to say my favorite, I would probably say something like a spreadable cheese. And I've never tried Annie's or whatever. What are they called? I don't know. The pizzeria here in Spokane, I have never tried that, but it would probably be my favorite because I like spreadable cheese, but I also don't want it to like help the milk industry. So like something that could have both, where like it's not non-dairy and it's like spreadable. I think it's probably the best.
It's really easy to achieve like creaminess, especially with cashews.
Yeah. Sorry, I can hear them.
Sorry if you can hear our roommate.
Yeah, if you hear like little mumbles, it's just our roommates. My girlfriend.
And
my roommate.
and our other roommate, best friend, Turntina.
Okay. So that was a cheese question. Next question is, what do you like to do for funsies?
What do we like to do for funsies? I enjoy being outdoors, honestly. I just like going, being outside, like hiking, biking. That's where but honestly, so many things are fun.
So many things
I can't
are fun.
choose one.
I like to go out. I like to party. I like to dance. I like to spend time with my friends, even if we're just like sitting around.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite pastime activity. I really like having deep conversations with the people I'm closest with, because I feel like you could know somebody for years and years and there's still more that you can learn.
Absolutely. And especially like learning someone about someone when you're older as an adult is such a new experience.
It really is, yeah.
And I really admire intuition too. It's really nice to have. It's really fun to have deep conversations, as they say.
Yeah, that's what I do for funsies. Sorry if that sounds boring, but
I feel like I'm on a date here.
Sorry, what do you like to do for fun? No. Will you be creating a posting schedule for the podcast?
Fuck that.
We kind of addressed this in the last podcast. We do not want to create any type of schedule because Trevor and I work in a way where if there's like a specific schedule that we have to adhere to, we don't find enjoyment out of it anymore.
That will not bring me fun.
Yeah, we want to be able to enjoy it because if we're not enjoying the podcast, we're not going to give you guys anything worth listening to.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's a no-go for that one. Next question is, are you single?
Currently single as a Pringle, ready to mingle.
Hey, hit Trevor up in the DMs.
Or, yeah, anyone, I'm sure. Go for it.
Yeah. Just anybody. I'm not single. Y'all know that. I'm happily in love and married. I'm just kidding, I'm not married, but maybe soon.
Yeah. And honestly, anywhere where you're at, happily single, happily almost married, kind of in a relationship, and anywhere, happily. Be 100% you and wherever you're at. And I think
you could be
a lot
single
of people
and
don't
be
talk
super
about
happy.
individuality as much as they should. And individuality means a lot to,
girl.
like, at different stages in your life. So
I don't think anybody should feel like they have to be in a specific type of relationship in order to feel,
happiness or
whatever
whatever society told you to
Ain't
achieve.
nothing wrong with being a single Pringle.
Absolutely.
That being said, do hit up Trevor in the DMs. He's very lonely.
Okay.
Okay, what's your dream city to attend Pride? Girl.
Top 3. Let's go. I think my top 3 would be definitely New York, San Francisco, and then thirdly, Portland.
Okay. Those are good. I would say my top 3, there's one in Orlando, Florida for lesbians specifically, which I think would be really fun to go to. So I would probably say that's my number 1, Orlando, Florida. My number 2 is San Francisco, like you said. And then I haven't really thought about any other places, but yeah, probably Portland. Portland would be really fun.
We were going to take a road trip and
hit up San Francisco.
Seattle. Well, we've done Seattle a lot.
Yeah.
And Portland and San Francisco and stuff.
Yeah, we definitely need to do Portland this year.
Yeah.
For sure.
We should.
And San Francisco, like, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Dude, LA Pride would be fun. I would say that's my 3rd.
Okay, yeah. I've had a 4th one.
Change it, Trevor. Trevor's like, oh man, I already like
I don't want to miss out.
No, you can change it. Would you rather do, like, LA over Portland?
They're on the same level.
Okay.
I would say LA is a little bit more achievable than New York, so I might just do that one instead. But
don't ever say that. New York's just as achievable, girl.
Sure. Within a
like it's still in America. Like it's better than saying like, oh, but anywhere is achievable.
Anywhere is achievable.
If you believe, you will receive.
I need to believe harder.
You really do. You should read one of yours.
So another one of the questions is, what do you want in life? And similar, what would make you feel like you have succeeded? I think you should answer.
I'm a very superficial person. No, I don't think it's bad to want to have money, No
shame, girl.
Yeah, I want to, like, I see myself being, like, a really successful graphic designer living in, like, a studio apartment in, like, LA or New York or something like that, or somewhere in Ireland, Dublin, or, like, that's how, like, if I got to that place, I think I would be content. Although I'm never content with where I'm at, so who knows. But I do want to be rich. Like, is that bad to say? Like, I want to be able to like buy the things that I want to buy without having to think about it, you know?
No, I don't think that's bad to say. You want to be comfortable and live.
Yeah, I want to be able to have. I want to be able to have the hobby of like making music, which means I want to be able to buy equipment. I want to be able to have a nice place, you know.
Yeah, those are things that will bring you enjoyment. So I think if you're not spending your money unwisely, like you're gonna genuinely get enjoyment out of.
Yeah, another thing I would find great enjoyment out of is working for myself and creating dreams for myself, and you know, because I feel like if you're working a job that you're not the boss of, you're just working in a job that's creating somebody else's dream. And I want to create my own.
Absolutely.
That's not to say that people who are working under bosses aren't, you know, finding success in life. I'm just saying if I want to find success in life, that's, you know, not where I want to be.
That's where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think along the same lines, I kind of like the success, infinitely finding success in different ways, because I'm never satisfied either. I'm always looking for the next opportunity. And
I think that's just because we're both ADD, so like we're just never comfortable.
Never comfortable. But that's also creating new opportunities and just getting experience. Spill the tea, girl. Spill it.
I actually spilled the tea. I'm gonna go get something
on my rug. That's okay. Anyways, I will continue while she's cleaning up her tea that she just spilled. I think that lately I've been thinking about having something that would be really successful for me is creating some sort of system that mediates the food waste from restaurants and grocery stores, and redirecting that food that would either be like thrown away or just expired, gone, and redistribute it to homeless people in need, who are food insecure. Welcome back.
Hi.
And the next step would to be redistributing those food scraps potentially to animals for feed, to farmers, and then to use that in biofuels for industry uses. And then the next but least preferred is composting, so that it doesn't end up in a landfill. And that's just something I'm really passionate about. It's called the food hierarchy system, and I would really like to do that. I'm similarly like entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, you're definitely like Aaron. You want to work for yourself. Like
I do, and I need to work on my self-motivation skills in order to do that. Yeah. That is definitely something. But I enjoy doing those things, and I think I'll just honestly, can I just say world peace? Like I want that.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like everybody wants that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I said this, but like my dream job would be like a graphic designer working for myself.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Okay, because I was like, I just want to work for myself and like be rich. Like no, like I'm like going to school for like graphic design. So like that's like obviously.
Oh yeah, these weren't questions, but I'm in environmental science, and I also like working with the ocean. Our cat is jumping. I think she sees a fly on the mirror. I like working with the ocean, and I want to go into marine conservation, save the fish and the coral reefs somehow.
Yeah, that's lit.
I'll read another one of mine. So
okay.
The next question is, what's your favorite kind of porn?
My favorite kind of porn. I have mixed feelings about porn.
Yeah.
I think
there's a lot to be said.
I think it's good to experiment with like finding things that maybe fit you like in your sex life, or things that maybe benefit you in your sex life. But I also think that the porn industry can be really like it can affect people really negatively in the way that it's portrayed, because it's not real. A lot of it is not real. A lot of it is like setting these high expectations for how you think sex should be, when it's not like that at all. False expectations. Yes, especially for women. And I'm sure in the gay community there's this false expectation that you're just supposed to be like ready to go, and that's just not the case.
Yeah. I think especially coming out, When I came out, also, if you haven't seen our second episode of the podcast, check that out for our coming out stories.
Links in the description.
Self-promo.
Just
no
kidding.
shame.
Just go
Anyway,
to our
just kidding.
channel.
When I helping myself to come out was looking at porn because I just like delved further and further into that, not ever being exposed to any sort of gay culture at all.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing that I was exposed
See,
to.
and
That I have also, I was just talking about this, where I have to recognize those expectations that I've set myself through, like watching that. And I think initially, like being first exposed to that, and overcoming those, like when I have relationships with people.
Yeah,
it's
just
really-
understanding that you don't have to stop, Toby. Just understanding that you don't have to reach the expectations that porn has set for a lot of people.
Yeah, which can be really damaging.
It really can, yeah. And I think porn is a lot of times the first time people see sexual encounters is porn, and that's kind of like a really bad thing, because then you're immediately like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, and that's not always the case.
Yeah, and whether you're conscious of it or not, I think it has some truth to it in every situation.
So I would say my friend, I don't know if I'm allowed to name her. Actually, she doesn't care. Sorry. My friend Emily was talking to me about a porn site that is like fair. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Like, it's like fair.
Equitable?
It's ethical. So they pay.
Or equitable?
It's ethical.
Okay.
Yeah. So they pay their actors in a way that's like ethical. So you know that it's coming from a good source and that the actors in the videos are being taken care of. It's also a lot more like natural, and it's a lot more like, this is how a lot of sex usually is. And it's also oh my gosh. It's also geared towards women, because a lot of porn is made specifically for men. I can't tell you exactly what it's called, but maybe I'll ask her and I'll leave a link in the description of the site, because I think it's good to understand that a lot of porn sites, they don't treat their actors right, or they don't care about where it came from. So you never know if like whoever's in the video is being treated fairly or treated kindly. So yeah, I think it's just good to understand where this stuff is coming from and to make sure that it's ethically sourced.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I think there's also types of porn that don't necessarily portray any expectations or anything.
Yeah, that's why
I would say my favorite kind of porn is like, what am I looking for? The word like
amateur.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just
more
real.
real.
It's just people filming themselves, which
yeah. So basically, if you want to watch porn, go for it. You do you. There's no shame in watching it, of course, unless it's like causing you mental distress or it's causing you to, have an addiction. Like that is a huge thing that a lot of people deal with. But like, some people watch it, some people don't.
And, yeah, you can be addicted to anything too. So
honestly,
everything in moderation.
There you go. So my favorite porn is porn that's ethically sourced.
Like everything else.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, where's your favorite place to dance?
9, baby.
Trevor's not.
I turned 21 in a few months.
Yeah, and he's gonna have the best 21st birthday. But we go to this cat is so distracting. She's attacking this fly this whole time. So if we're like stopping, that's why.
She got some air though.
She did, yeah. So I go to 9, which is a bar. It's a gay bar here in Spokane, and it's like a club.
Yeah,
so that's where we go. We dance.
It's as clubby as you can get in
Spokane,
our little town, but I've heard it's lots of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So. Yeah, girl, go ahead. Ask a question.
So the next question here is, who's your friend turned Tinta and why is she so fucking hot?
Okay, so we know where this one came from.
We know where this one came from.
Our friend Hamina is our roommate. What does it ask?
Our roommate and one of our best
Who's
friends.
your friend during TW? And why is
I
she so hot?
initially met her when I did Running Start in high school at one of the community colleges. And slowly just started to get to know her, and we became really good friends. Then I introduced her to Erin and Gabby when I got to know them really well, and we all just became friends, and now she lives with us.
Yep. It's happily ever after.
And she's fucking hot because she is confident, she independent, she's beautiful inside and out.
She knows how to sing. She knows how to play guitar. She knows how to play piano. She's hot because the Lord was sitting there and he was really bored one day and he was like, you know what? I think the earth needs another hot girl.
They need to turn teen though in their lives.
He just like threw her down. Okay, I think we already answered. Okay, so if you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be? Mine's easy. Adele.
My soulmate.
Adele is my love, the love of my life.
If you could date Adele, that would be it.
That'd be it.
You know, if I could have dinner with like
anybody,
an orca or something, like that would be so cool.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining like a whale in the middle of like an Italian restaurant.
I mean, do you want like super salad?
They want soup.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so an orca. Okay. Go ahead.
Next question on here is, if you were to have to live somewhere without ever visiting before, you just moved there and had to stay the rest of your life, where would it be and why?
Dublin, Ireland. Easy.
For some reason, New Zealand comes to my mind.
I think you'd really enjoy New Zealand.
I think I just would really like living on an island.
Yeah. Just being surrounded by water.
Yeah.
My dream has always been to live in Dublin for at least a year, and get like a graphic design job or get my master's degree in graphic design over there. So yeah, that's probably.
Think about it. Like an island has food.
If you think about it, everything's an island. We're all surrounded by water.
Okay. So anyway.
Conspiracy theory. Everything's an island.
Illuminati confirmed.
Ooh, here's a good question. How did we become friends?
I remember like it was yesterday.
Do you really?
When I first saw Erin.
Okay, first of all, he didn't even notice me.
I saw you.
Okay, let's preface. So my friend Emily, the one who suggested the ethical porn to me.
Shout out to Emily.
Shouts out to Emily. She was the president of the co-president of the Sustainability
Club on Eastern's campus. And I first met her at a zero waste auditing event after one of our football games where we sorted out waste to calculate and analyze what kind of waste we were producing. And I came up to her, was interested in joining. So then at one of the tabling events for the club, Erin and Gabby came, and I saw them there for that first time. And I initially was like really drawn to Gabby.
Everyone is though, so it's okay.
She was like wearing this crop top, had her shorts and her flannel wrapped around her waist. And
Gabby has like a really big presence about her.
Yeah, she was rocking it. And so I was very intrigued and wanted to be her friend. And then slowly, granted, you can say, I think we can all admit that you were a little bit shy at first.
I'm really shy when I first meet people. I'm very quiet. I'm withdrawn.
And typically by nature, I'm more drawn to people with bigger personalities. Not to say like bigger or smaller person. Yeah. Like initially coming off as so then over time, I talked to Gabby. She invited me out to lunch a couple times.
I remember Gabby telling me, like, oh, like, I was texting Trevor, and I was like, what? Like, didn't we just meet him one day? Yesterday. Like, how do you already have his number? And she was like, oh, yeah, like, I got it from him. And she's like, he's so cute. I love him so much. And I was just like, who is this child? And how do I not have his number? I was, like, jealous because I was like, how come he didn't ask for my number? You know? Right. And then one day, me and Gabby were sitting at a booth on campus eating lunch. And Trevor walked by and Gabby was like, oh my gosh, Trevor, like, come sit with us. And he was like, okay. So he sat next to me. And then he grabbed my phone and just started taking pictures of us. And then I think I was like, oh, like, we should get married. And you were like, yeah. And then we were like, okay, we're going to get married. And then, like, after that, it was, like, fine.
And we did. We proposed right there. So.
That being said, like, I remember the first time I hung out with you alone, I was so nervous.
What was the first time we hung out? It was...
We were going to a party.
We both said it. We were like, this is the first time we've been
alone. We were going to a party, and me and Gabby drove separately because she had to be there later or something like that. So I drove to his old apartment, and I was there first, and I had to kill, like, an hour while Gabby was, you know, still on her way. Yeah. So I remember sitting in my car, and, like, I was afraid to go in because I don't know what it is. I'm a very outgoing person, but, like, when it comes to new people or, like, people I don't know for like, a very long, I'm always so nervous and, like, scared. And I just remember being terrified. And it's because, like, the more I want to be somebody's friend, the more scared I am to, like, initiate that friendship.
Right.
So, like, I was like, should I just wait in the car? Like, I don't know. And then eventually I just went up and, like, it was fun and it was fine.
Yeah, we had fun.
I remember the whole time you talked and I just kind of sat there and I was like, oh, God.
Just trying to keep the conversation going.
Yeah. You're good at it. I tried on a bunch of your clothes because I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to wear this. And you're like, oh, here. And you just, like, start throwing clothes on me.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We slowly got more comfortable and
then we kissed that night.
Yeah, we did.
Was it that night? Maybe. I don't know. We've only known each other for such a short amount of time, but it doesn't feel like that at all. Like, it'll be a year.
2 years this spring.
This spring, it'll be 2 years. So it's only been a year and a half.
Yeah, only a year and a half.
Yeah.
Seems like a lifetime.
Seems like forever. Okay, go ahead, Trevi.
All right, next question. What gets you through your everyday life? What gives you solace and allows you to just make it through your day today happily?
Gabby. Gabby gets me through every single day.
Easy answer.
Yeah. She's the reason why I'm still alive. She gives me motivation. She just gives me life, man. Without her, I don't know where I would be. I'd probably be at home living with my parents, like just a wreck.
Shout out to Gabby.
Yeah, Trevor also helps because Trevor's just a beam of sunshine. So I could be like pissed off and he just comes in with all this light. And Tamina's just fun to fuck with. So just the people that I love, they get me through.
Yeah. I would say similarly, people that I have, my support group definitely gives me life. But when they can't give me what I want, I would say when I really truly live by my values and I've been so lately I've been trying, I'm not like strict on myself because life isn't strict and I try not to take anything too seriously, but if I do eat more plant-based, I notice a difference in my mood and I'm really happy, and because of many reasons, environmental reasons, animal rights reasons, and humane reasons for people in that workforce. And I just really feel good. And also when I do environmental work and volunteering, doing some community service and like planting trees or I also makes me happy when I bring like reusable bags to the grocery store. Something simple, just anything. It makes me happy.
Yeah, I think little things that get me through is just like I really like to make people laugh. Like when I can make somebody laugh, I feel really good. So like when I was younger, Savannah and Emily, whenever I could make them laugh. I remember when I was in middle school, it was like when I first was really experiencing anxiety, and it was really bad because I didn't know what it was. So it was just like a terrifying experience. But like having my friends there, I remember one time in like 7th grade, I was having an anxiety attack. And my friend Emily was just like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, like I didn't even realize that I wasn't okay. Like I just thought that I, was like putting on a show." So yeah, just like my friends, dude.
Always watching out for you, keeping it in check.
Okay, so where do you hope to see the podcast in 5 years?
I think I'm not trying to set too many expectations, but already we were just talking about it. I think we've experienced so much like love from our friends and just the community, the small community in Spokane that has already expressed that they love it and want us to keep going. I think that we'll just keep doing it as long as we love it and have stuff to share with you guys.
I would love to see it being turned into more of like videos rather than just podcasts.
Yeah.
Like actual videos that we make together. I would love to see that happen.
And I would love to see more interaction with at least our audience and giving people like more positive messages and I don't know, not always learning about what we are, but we also want to learn what you guys are and who you guys are and
so we don't really have
sharing ideas,
expectations. We just we like putting them out when we put them out, and we just like having fun.
Yeah, I definitely want to move more towards videos and having fun with that too. That video editing is fun.
Okay, next one is, why did we start the podcast?
I'm pretty sure one day we were just like, we should start a podcast.
I saw a missing piece in like the podcast that like I've listened to. Like I noticed that there was something missing where there wasn't like that much representation for like the LGBT community, and like people weren't really talking about that kind of stuff, especially in like mainstream podcasts. So I was like, if I don't see it, like might as well just make one.
Might as well create the representation. And not to say that there aren't podcasts that do have that representation, just like mainstream, and not to say that will be mainstream or not, but just creating more content for the LGBTQ community.
And I've always been like into videos and like creating content.
We're both very people oriented down at the core, and we both enjoy sharing what we know and sharing ideas and talking to people, and here we are.
For sure, brother. Where is your dream place to live?
Number one dream place to live is, honestly, has switched like recently. So it used to be like in the city,
right?
And lately I've just been feeling living in a little cottage in the woods with a garden and an animal sanctuary. Who knows?
I could see you doing that.
But like place that would be, I've always, and I think that will be in the Swiss Alps. Like the
Swiss Alps. I could see that.
Yeah. Switzerland is so pretty.
Mine's just Dublin, Ireland. Just Ireland.
Always across the board. Honestly, I don't think I'll settle down. I think that I will live.
That's the same way I feel. Yeah. You and I are never content. Who is your dream partner?
Dream partner. Someone who
isn't an asshole.
Who isn't an asshole. Someone who unconditionally cares about me, is compassionate, empathetic, and dedicated.
Honestly.
Shortly put.
My dream partner is Gabby.
Yeah, we knew that.
Like any question you have, it's either Ireland or Gabby.
So basically all questions are already answered. Direct them towards me.
Yeah, I think my ideal partner is somebody who's kind, caring. I usually like people who are like, what's the word? Like nurturers. I'm
motherly figures.
Yeah, like I'm always my best friends or like the people that are closest to me are almost always nurturers.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always the case, but most people that I immediately am attracted to be a friend or like more, it's like they're a nurturer. Yeah. Like literally you nurture. Gabby nurtures. Tamina nurtures. Savannah nurtures. Yeah. Emily doesn't nurture, but we like have like, you
have a different relationship.
Yeah, we have a different relationship.
I know, yeah. So like, especially since they don't know Gabby, I think that's a good explanation of someone. Yeah. Yeah, everyone needs different things, and partners give you different things, and you definitely learn that as you date. Like there's so many different things that you learn that you need individually, and it's really important to take a step back sometimes and look at like what you're getting and what you're missing.
Yeah.
And that's what you need.
I would definitely say for you need somebody who is, you know, emotional, who wants a deeper connection than just surface level.
Yeah.
You like very deep, you know, people.
I do.
So, yeah, there's our dream person. So, if you're a deep, emotional, intuitive person, DM Trevor.
Hit me up.
What is your dream job?
My dream job is saving the earth.
My dream job is to have some type of creative outlet that I'm getting paid to do.
Yeah.
If I have a way of like creating
money aside, what's your favorite, like what would be your dream job?
Just being creative
still.
But that's what I'm saying is like it's only a job if you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So like if I can do something creative and get paid for it, that would be my dream job.
Yeah. I also, I think I'm a really creative person, but sometimes I feel like I'm missing that in my life and I don't know how to find it. But I think that
your eyebrows like needs fixing.
Oh, sorry. They can't see it.
That's the tea.
If if I could save the world in some way, honestly, I would really love to replant all of the ocean's corals and just anywhere. I would like to help people in the greatest aspect of helping their environment first, where they live.
Yeah, like that's the biggest, like that's one of the best things you can do for people is just to save the place that they live.
Yeah, that's all. That's when it comes down to the core. It's like we all live on the same place, so we should take care of it and save that so that we can all have a good quality of life.
Yeah, and I could definitely see working in a job because I don't think you'll be satisfied working in any other job.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So the next question is, how gay are you?
This is it's different on every day, so
yeah, it's different every day. So
how do you define gay?
There you go. That's the real tea.
How do you define gay?
Find out on our next podcast. I'm just kidding.
ASMR. GAY.
How gay are you? QUEERE. Homosexual. Okay. We're both really gay. Next question. I'm actually out of questions. Do you have one more?
Nope, that's all my questions. So I think that's about a wrap. Honestly, thank you everyone who submitted a question.
Yeah, for sure.
Who are genuinely interested in us and wanted to ask a question. I hope we got all of them and answer them.
I hope you found out a little bit more about us.
Yeah, that was the point of this podcast, and we'll hope to do some more interactions in the future.
For sure.
Keep an eye out for the next episode. Like we said, we will get around to it.
Yeah, for the next episode, actually, you guys should give us some ideas. Because we have like some ideas floating around in our heads. But if there's anything that you guys are dying to see, sorry, not see, but hear.
Yeah.
If there's anything that you guys are dying to hear from us, go ahead and leave a little
message. Drop in those DMs. If you all are ever inclined, feel free. We love to hear from you guys, and we are really excited that you guys are listening to us.
Yeah, and maybe we'll have like a little guest in our next podcast. I don't know.
A little special guest.
Maybe you'll hear from some of the people we've talked about in our podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Oh my God, if Freedom was in our podcast, Freedom, hit us up.
Anyone. Okay.
Honestly, if Freedom, I'm saying this right now, shouts out to Freedom.
Shouts out to Freedom.
You guys should all DM Freedom and be like,
one of Spokane's best drag queens.
Yeah, you should DM her and say, come on our podcast and talk all things drag queen. Because I would love that. Live if she talked all things drag. Anyways, yeah, totally living life.
Yeah.
Sorry if this was more of like, actually, I'm not gonna apologize. This was a more laid back. Yeah, there's nothing. This was
if
a
there
more.
Is, let us know in the DMs.
If there's anything you hate about us, let us know.
We'll take it lightly. Criticism.
criticism. Yeah, this is a more laid back podcast because like I'm soup sick and you know, that's just how it is. But hopefully we can come up with something a little more produced. I don't know. Let us know what you guys want.
Yeah. Just let us know. We'll figure it out.
Sorry if I was like coughing the whole time.
Clearing our throats.
Okay, guys.
Anyways,
we love you so much. Wait, did we have an outro for this?
All of you. There's no outro. It's just kind of like whatever.
We need to make a word for our subscribers. Like, what do we call you guys?
The queers.
Our little queers.
The queerists.
Okay, little queers. Yeah, they'll be our little queers. Because they're
our queers.
The queerest subscribers.
The queerest subscribers.
On the queerest podcast.
The queerest subscribers.
Oh, yeah. That's something I do want to see. Our podcast, like, I would love to make merch for our podcast.
Yes,
I know that's thinking like super into the future.
Yes.
But I think making merch as a graphic designer, that sounds so fun.
Let's do it.
Let's just fucking do it.
We have so many ideas.
We really do. This is how we work.
It'll be a surprise.
Okay, I love you so much. Let's just like make an outro right now and just do it every time.
Okay.
It should be it should be goodbye, little queers. We'll see you on the next episode.
Goodbye. Okay.
We should sing it. Goodbye, little queers. See you on the next episode. Hey, that's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah. So, goodbye, little queers. We'll see you on the next episode.
Hey.
Hey.
One more time for good measure.
Okay. Goodbye, little queers. We'll see you on the next episode.
Podcast?
Episode. We'll see you on the
Hey.
Hey. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, little queers. We'll see you on the next episode. Hey.